Welcome back to Car Craze, and today we are driving into the future with one of the most ambitious revivals in modern automotive history, the 2026 Citroën DS21. If you know your car history, then you already know that the original DS21 wasn't just a car, it was a revolution on wheels. Launched in 1955 and refined through the A60s and A70s, the DS line redefined what a car could look like, feel like, and drive like. Now, in 2026, Citroën seems ready to bring that legend back, and what we are seeing in the renderings and early rumors is something that blends retro luxury with cutting-edge electric innovation. So let's talk about what we know or think we know about the new DS21. From the outside, the 2026 version draws unmistakable inspiration from the classic model. Long, smooth lines, a floating roof design, and a sculpted silhouette that manages to be both futuristic and nostalgic. The front fascia looks like a futuristic interpretation of the iconic DS face, with ultra-thin LED matrix headlights integrated into a sleek, aerodynamic body. And if Citroën stays true to the DS legacy, we can expect active aerodynamics, moving vents and adaptive grilles all integrated seamlessly into the design. The car's profile is fluid and elegant. No sharp creases or aggressive angles, just a smooth, confident shape with subtle details that recall the past, like a floating roof with chrome trim, or fender-mounted lighting elements that hint at the original DS's rear indicators. One of the most exciting ideas being circulated is a modern take on the hydro-pneumatic suspension system, which made the original DS famous. Imagine a car that not only rides like it's floating on air but also adjusts its stance dynamically based on speed, road conditions, or even driving mode. Around the back, we see taillights that stretch across the width of the car, using deep red LED technology for a 3D effect that looks striking at night. A soft taper in the rear glass gives the impression of a fastback, even though the car is likely to retain a full sedan profile. The design doesn't scream performance, it whispers elegance, just like the original, which was always more about grace than aggression. Now, what's under the hood, or rather, under the floor, might be even more exciting. The 2026 DS21 is rumored to be based on Stellantis STLA medium or large electric platform, meaning it's likely to be fully electric. Power outputs haven't been confirmed, but estimates suggest a dual-motor all-wheel drive system producing somewhere between 400 and 500 horsepower. That would put it right in the middle of the premium electric sedan segment, but with a ride experience and design language that could set it apart. Battery capacity is expected to be around 100 kilowatt-hours, offering a range of approximately 500 to 600 kilometers, or roughly 310 to 375 miles. On a single charge. That would make the DS21 more than just a style statement, it would be a genuinely practical F for daily driving or long-distance cruising. Fast charging capability should be on board as well, with 350 kilowatt peak speeds allowing for an 80% recharge in around 20 minutes under ideal conditions. But as impressive as the performance could be, what really makes the DS21 unique is the ride quality. The original DS was legendary for its hydro-pneumatic suspension. It could raise or lower itself at the push of a button, glide over potholes like they weren't there, and corner with a sense of composure that was decades ahead of its time. The 2026 version may revive this idea through advanced air suspension with predictive damping, perhaps even using cameras and sensors to scan the road ahead and adjust in real time. This wouldn't just be luxury, it would be a return to the kind of innovative thinking that made the DS such a standout in the first place. Step inside, and the 2026 DS21 promises to be just as dramatic. The cabin design is expected to blend retro charm with modern tech. Think quilted leather seats, chrome accents, and a minimalist dashboard, but paired with massive LED displays, haptic controls, and ambient lighting that adapts to your mood or driving mode. There's talk of a single-spoke steering wheel returning in some form, either as a physical nod to the past or a reimagined digital interface that fits the new direction. Seating is likely to be supremely comfortable, wide, soft, and designed for long drives, not just short commutes. Ventilation, massage, heating, memory settings are the works. The materials inside will probably lean heavily into French craftsmanship. Think sustainable woods, vegan leather options, and maybe even recycled textiles sourced locally. In short, this isn't just about making a good electric car, it's about creating a space that feels special, timeless, and unmistakably French. Infotainment will be high-tech but hopefully intuitive. Expect a main screen in the center console, a digital gauge cluster for the driver, and perhaps an augmented reality head-up display that projects navigation and alerts directly onto the windshield. Software updates will likely be delivered over the air, with the potential for new features and optimizations added long after purchase. Voice control powered by AI, integration with your smartphone, and advanced driver assistance systems will all be part of the package. And speaking of driver assistance, the DS21 is expected to feature level 2 plus autonomy, meaning it will be capable of handling highway driving, traffic jams, and lane changes with minimal driver input. Don't expect full self-driving just yet, but a seamless, stress-free cruise experience is definitely in the cards. The usual safety tech, adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, automatic emergency braking, lane keeping assist will all be standard, or very close to it. Now let's talk about competition. The 2026 Citroen DS21 will be stepping into a segment dominated by German and American heavyweights. Tesla's Model S, the Mercedes EQ, BMW A5, Audi A6, Citroen, these are the cars it will have to compete with. But Citroen isn't trying to outdo them in brute numbers. Instead, the DS21 aims to offer something unique, a feeling, an experience, a sense of luxury that's as much about comfort and elegance as it is about speed or spec sheets. Pricing hasn't been confirmed, but based on where DS Automobiles currently positions itself, we can estimate that the 2026 DS21 will start somewhere around $60,000, with fully loaded versions reaching into the $80,000 range. If limited edition models are introduced, and we hope they are, they could climb even higher. Expect launch editions with exclusive colors, bespoke interiors, and maybe even a numbered plaque to drive that exclusivity factor home. And then there's the question of legacy. Why bring back the DS21 now? The answer is simple. Because the world needs character. In a time when so many cars are starting to look and feel the same, all screens, all speed, no soul, a car like the DS21 is a reminder of what made people fall in love with cars in the first place. It's not just about moving from A to B. It's about how you feel doing it. And if Citroën can capture even a fraction of the magic that made the original DS so unforgettable, then the 2026 model could go down as one of the boldest and most beautiful comebacks of the decade. So whether you're a fan of French engineering, a lover of classic cars, or just someone who's tired of boring designs, the 2026 Citroën DS21 deserves your attention. It's not just a car, it's a rolling piece of history, updated for the electric age. If you enjoyed this deep dive, drop your thoughts in the comments. Would you buy a modern DS21? Should Citroën go full F or offer a hybrid option? And what would be your dream spec: exterior color, interior finish, tech features? Let us know, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what we're driving into next.